You're watching The Girls here on SSP TV. Another great show lined up. This show is going to be hysterical. Promise you that.
I was looking forward to it, Janine. It's like making my day.
We have
walking down here and meeting these two guys, and they go to me, "Oh, you look beautiful." I need them in my life, like forever.
I can call them Tik and Talk because they are the Tik Tok extraordinaire. We have Dave and Dylan Bogansky from Raising Dylan on TikTok. That's how you would know them nationally and even internationally, right, guys?
Yeah, that's right. UK, England, everywhere.
I love it. But you're from here. When I say here, our hometown of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, and we are so happy to have you guys on. Tell us about your how you guys met and your following. And Dave, we go way back because I remember you when you were a cop and I was a journalist. And Dylan, you know, you guys met through our show. We want to talk about it.
We're so excited.
Dave,
thanks for having us, girls.
Thank you for having us.
We did a Zoom show with you.
We did Zoom. It was during COVID.
During COVID.
Yeah, so I couldn't be
was
wild
the
like,
first time I met you. Oh, you were pretty wild.
I was a little
but,
wild.
I could feel your energy, you know, through the internet.
I love it.
So you guys have a lot of similarities. So tell us how you guys met.
You want to go ahead, Dave? You can start.
So we met on Tinder. So David had Google searched me to make sure I was legit by my full name. I won't go into details, but he Google searched me, and I was on The Girls previously, so he had pulled up my Girls interview, and that was basically the selling point of this Mercedes-Benz. So go ahead, honey.
You know, I was on Tinder by accident, to be quite honest, and I came across Dylan's profile. We matched. I matched with him first. He matched me a day or two later. But the Girls interview, if I were ever going to get involved again or get married again, I had specific requirements for that person. And they were very hard to come by. But when I saw Dylan's Girls interview, every single thing he had to say was exactly what I was looking for. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I couldn't believe I found somebody who I was really looking for. And that Girls interview, I've watched it about 50 times. So I thank you guys for doing it, because if you hadn't have done it, I don't know if we'd have been married. I don't know if we'd be here today.
Well, I will let you in on a little secret that Dylan did send me a message. I think it was on Facebook.
It did.
And I was like, first I couldn't remember, but then I was like, oh yeah, because I remember that your last name.
I was trying to get the details on you.
Yeah. But I know from experience not to be like, okay, pushing someone on someone else. So I said, yeah, I know him. He's from the area. And then when he told me that you guys got together, what was it, like 6 weeks later? What happened?
We got married.
We got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So in other words, we're the godparents?
You are. We pulled a Kim Kardashian. We got married very quickly, but we're staying together unlike her.
How about it?
Yeah.
It's great. We're having
And actually,
a great
he
time.
would have married me 5 weeks in? Was it 5 weeks?
Yeah, a week earlier. We couldn't get a flight.
We were in Baltimore on a vacation, and he said, I would marry you today. I said, so would I. He pulled his phone up. He's like, we're going to Vegas to get married today. We couldn't get a flight out till the following week.
So where'd you get married in Vegas?
Las Vegas. We flew out. We got married by Elvis Presley.
By
The
one of
impersonator,
the
yes.
Elvis Presleys.
Well, conspiracy theories.
Did you go in the little chapel?
We actually, so I drove down the aisle in a pink Cadillac convertible. This is funny. I hired a Marilyn Monroe impersonator. She got COVID on the day.
Pictures that were
We
going to
got
be
pictures.
shot.
Yeah, we can show pictures. Marilyn Monroe got COVID the day of our wedding, so she could not attend, but Elvis married us. He did the whole ceremony.
It was great. Dylan planned it in that 1 week. He planned everything, and it was a beautiful ceremony. As a matter of fact,
1 week to plan a wedding.
we had
7 days.
22,000 people came to our wedding.
22,000 people
Because
while it
he
was
posted,
online.
he
TikTok,
posted
yeah.
on TikTok, and it's been seen by 22,000 people. And the only thing I worried about, Dave, was the vows, because every word, every comma, every pause mattered, and we said very sincere vows.
He wrote his vows for an entire week. I wrote mine on the flight there on a Xanax. So
which is typical
On
with
a
us.
napkin.
You're flying twice.
You know, it was, but they
Best
were
sleep of
very
my
nice.
life.
He did a very nice job with the vows. I was so worried about all the words, and Dylan just spoke from the heart. And
I
it
just
was-
wrote on a napkin.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
So how did you know, like, you guys were the one? Because it's, you know, it's hard finding the one, right?
Absolutely.
It is.
But
I feel that.
Yeah.
But Janine, I mean, at obviously at my age, I'm a little bit more
you
advanced
older than me, honey?
Dylan by just a little bit
older,
amount,
okay.
21 years. But I knew what I was looking for, and I wasn't about to sell for anything less.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would come across what I was looking for. I had no intentions of being married, had no intentions of being involved again. But I couldn't pass this guy up. I couldn't do it. He was the whole package. Every single thing I was looking for, I found in Dylan.
Well, tell us some of those things that you were looking for.
Well, during his girls' interview, he talked about having changed his life and having evolved and having lost all the weight and gone on this journey of eating healthy, which I did, and that he wasn't using any alcohol anymore because he didn't like the way it made him feel, and he wanted to change his whole life around. And plus his personality and his disposition during that interview. I mean, the guy's bubbly, he's smart, he's I can't even come up with the words. I just fell in love with him. And I didn't think he would have felt the same way. And when he said that he did, I didn't want to wait another hour, let alone another week or another day.
You're so
Like,
sweet.
were there like
It's
fireworks?
It
Fireworks.
was.
It was butterflies. And that was really, it's been constant butterflies.
And
with him.
Dylan's like, go on,
Yes.
right?
Talk about me some
talk
more.
about your first date, because you gave him choices.
Oh, go ahead with
of-
this. This is funny.
So I knew he was a high-end date. When I call it a high-end date, it was somebody I really valued. So I wanted to do good, and I gave him
All
a
his
choice
other
of-
dates, he took to Sheets for coffee.
That was normally a cup of coffee
We
in the
don't do
Sheetz
Sheets
parking lot.
anymore.
Nope. But
Starbucks.
I gave him a choice of 5 restaurants, all the way from like Applebee's or Jimmy's Hot Dogs, and then all the way up to Dementi's. Of course, he picked Dementi's.
Sure did.
There was nothing higher on the list, and that was exactly what I expected him to do. And he showed up in a bow tie and suspenders, and he just looked
Is that
so
all he had on?
incredible. No. He was very well dressed. He was a little bit late.
Skinny jeans.
He was fashionably
I
late.
was, of course, late.
And
and Dave was standing outside waiting with his little clock.
And he, that meal went so easily for me, and he had more old-fashioned values, and it was nothing that I was expecting to find. Yeah. And it was just incredible. I was starstruck.
Yeah.
And then we went to Sheetz for coffee after our
we did.
steak. But and that was our first date. It was incredible. It was just an incredible time of my life.
So
I'll
the
never forget it.
second date, I met his youngest daughter. The third date, I met his oldest daughter. Our fourth date, he took me to a family wedding and came out to his entire family. Wow. Our fifth date was Baltimore, and our sixth date, we got married.
How about it?
That's about all.
Yeah, so you were married before, and you have 2 children, correct? And you have a dog. A Shih
Yes,
Tzu.
a 15-year-old Shih Tzu,
We gotta
Oliver.
mention. We gotta
Hi,
mention.
Oliver.
Yes.
Say
Hi,
hello to the
Rosa
dog.
says
No.
Yes.
hi. I mean, listen, they're part of
We
your
would've brought him,
family.
but
Yeah.
he's
Oh my
sick.
gosh, you should have.
He's not. He doesn't feel good anymore, and he's getting a little bit older, and he likes to sleep a lot. But he's our buddy.
We make him
I love
comfortable.
him, and Dylan took well to him, and he loves Dylan, and he's our buddy.
He's a
That's
good boy.
that's
Oliver's
what
our
matters is when the dog, because
Yes.
they could tell.
Oh, when
Dogs
Oliver,
and children could tell.
yes, and my children knew he was okay, and Oliver knew he was okay. And what else did you need to know?
Yes. So you met through the girls. You went on 6 dates, and you were married. Then life begins. Dylan moves into Dave's house.
Literally, I moved into his house the day after we got married. So we flew out Friday. We flew back in Monday morning. I literally worked at 9 o'clock, and I moved in that day.
And how did that go, Dave?
How'd that go, honey?
Well, it was certainly a learning curve.
Is that what it was?
And that's kind of how the TikTok came
Yeah.
about. I quickly realized that Dylan, I don't want to say he doesn't have any life skills. He has a little less. He has a little less than 0 life skills.
I've been pampered a lot.
I did not realize that a person could be spoiled as much as Dylan had been spoiled.
Wow.
And it was funny. It was hysterical. I mean, he didn't know how
Well,
to
who
do.
spoiled them? You spoil yourself.
No,
So
mom.
my mom, my grandmother, I've always been spoiled. I've always been a little pampered. And then Dave is now continuing on that tradition.
Right.
A little bit.
That's a bunch of
So you're-
bullshit.
so-
You are.
I don't know if I can say that.
So
Can you
first,
say bullshit on air?
bullshit, right?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
So you were posting like funny videos on Facebook first, and people were just loving it.
Yes.
Your chemistry, right?
Yeah.
I
so
didn't know he was recording it in
He
the
didn't know
beginning.
he was recording me. So I'm like, let me just post these on TikTok because I think he's hysterical. That's actually one of the reasons I fell in love with him.
He's funny.
I consider myself funny. He makes me laugh. Like, I wake up every day and I just laugh. We have such a good chemistry with laughing, and that's like one thing I look for. So I'm like, I want to share with the world just how funny this man is because he doesn't realize it. All my Facebook friends were eating it up. Yeah. So he's like, why don't you somebody told me create a TikTok. So I posted, I think it was 3 videos I posted. We started our TikTok December 21st. December 28th, I posted a video of him flipping out about the spice cabinet in our
that was
house.
hilarious.
Flipping out. That video went viral, and that's what our TikTok took off from then.
It had millions of views
Yeah.
and all
What
over the
happened with
world.
the spice cabinet?
Well, I came home on
You have
I
to
came
watch
home a little
this.
early on a snow day, and he said he was going to be cleaning the spice cabinet because the spice. He's a kind of a spice
Spiceaholic.
fanatic.
I don't cook my chicken bland.
Well, you're going to start cooking
No,
blend
I'm
if you don't
not.
clean the spice
Whatever.
cabinet out because I'm throwing that garbage out.
Continue the
So
story.
I hate to even get involved with this.
Well, you
but-
are.
Well, let me explain to you. So I came home and he wasn't cleaning the cabinet. He works from home. Well, what the hell are you doing? I said. And I opened the cabinet door and the stuff's falling all over me. And he started recording. I didn't even know he did. And I started giving him a tongue lashing over the baloney that was going on in that cabinet. And I had my back turned to him, and then he posted it. And it went millions of views.
went viral.
It was hilarious.
And
So
then,
wait, now do you put your spices in alphabetical order?
No, they were just in Dave's word
Dave
mismatched.
is very organized.
Dave's very
and
OCD
Dylan
organized.
is
I'm very
a tornado.
just-
my
So-
life was in order, and I don't know. And then along he came, and it was. When I say it's a tornado, I'm not bullshitting you. I mean, it was. He went through that house, boom, like an explosion, and then he was in every room and in every cupboard and every part. And before I knew it, you're at the Raymore and the Flanagans, and you're up here.
All
and the
his furniture
men
when
are
I
coming.
moved in was horrible.
Everything's
It had
on the
to go.
curb, and
So
it
we,
was-
yes.
It was.
I
honest
got
to
rid of.
God.
I literally got rid of all his furniture. We bought brand new. I
Honest to
redecorated
God,
the entire
laugh.
house.
He did. He was tossing the stuff so fast I couldn't even get the delivery men to bring stuff in. I had nothing to lay on.
It's true. The couch went, the bed went, everything went. I got painters in, contractors. I remodeled our whole home, decorated.
My life was in order.
It's still in order.
Well, it's
Now
in a
it's
different
fashion-
order.
Now it's fashionable.
So
Yeah.
I quickly realized that I'm bringing a new man into my home, and it's going to be our home. And
Man, are you gay?
well, that's a broad definition, Dylan. I don't know if you want to get involved with
All right, we
definitions.
won't.
I am
We
not a
won't.
label person.
Continue.
But at any rate, what the hell was I even saying?
know.
I don't even know.
You brought a man into your home.
So I bring him into the home, and it's going to be our home. So let him do what he wants.
oh, God.
Let him. So I thought, as an adult, he would say, "Okay, I could do what I want. So let's go to this furniture store. Let's go to the different places, and let's get some new things, and let's talk to Dave and talk it out." Well, when I said do what you want, I also didn't give him a limit on do what you want.
There was
And
no
before I
limit.
knew it, there's wildflowers all over, and there's ferns in the corner, and there's potted plants, and there's new sofas, and the televisions are on the curb, and before you know it, I'm getting excited here. I'm not kidding you. When I tell you the men were coming left and right, I couldn't even keep track of the deliveries. And the credit card bill was going boom. It was out of hand. And I said, well, what the hell are you doing? But see, a normal adult would say, let's have a little transition period. Not Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan
Tornado.
went hog
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
And you know what?
What, honey?
Our house is marvelous.
Thank you.
It is a change that was desperately needed. Both of my daughters called to say how wonderful it was that I was making some changes. And Dylan brought a new life, a new breath of life into the home. And it's been a, oh, I love you, baby.
I love you too.
It's been a
Let's stop right
fantastic
there. They
journey.
love each other so much. Wait to hear about we got to hear about the bed comforter, and there are so many funny stories. When we come back, we have Dave and Dylan Bogansky. They have to check out their TikTok. It's called Raising Dylan. We'll be right back on The Girls.
Welcome back to the girls. If you've been with us, you've been laughing as much as we have because I'm so entertained. I'm just sitting here. I hardly even said anything because this is a live comedy.
They might
act
be
right
funnier than us.
I think they are. I think they really are funny. But you know, Janine, they're the two of the nicest guys you ever want to meet.
Aw.
They are.
They are
Thank
so
you.
sincere. They're genuine. They're
We're here with
sparkly.
supermodels.
They're sparkly.
Wow.
I purposely didn't wear a lot of my jewelry today because I didn't want to be out sparkled. So I didn't wear
I'm
any.
sparkling. Make sure you get the necklace in.
Yeah, I'm grabbing that right off his neck before we leave. We're already ripping that sucker off. But that's at the end of the show.
Yes, we have presents for you guys too.
Oh, okay. Let's
I
wait
love you
because
Okay.
I want to talk a little bit
Sure.
more about your videos because
All right.
guys, everyone likes to laugh, and I think that is really your chemistry, making people laugh, and being genuine. The three major reasons why you guys have blown up on TikTok.
And you're
because
laughing about
it's
yourself.
so
Yeah.
funny.
I was
That's the
voted
funniest
class
part.
clown. I was supposed to go nowhere. Guess what, teachers? Here I am.
So you fulfilled your mission.
I did. Class clown. And talks too much.
I talk too much. Hey-oh, here we are.
Here
Talking
we are
for a
talking
living.
for a living.
So tell me about the comforter. You were talking about changing them, the Versace comforter, because that was a big deal. And Dave and his skeevies.
Oh, skivvies.
Skivvies.
Dave had like, I think it was a Tommy Hilfiger comforter. It was nice, but it was like dorm room.
Yeah.
Wasn't a fan. It was dorm room.
It was
honey.
dorm
It's Tommy
room.
Hilfiger. It was dorm room. It was like dorm room. Where's
It was a
Hanes
little too
boxers?
masculine.
Dorm
A little
room.
too masculine
Yeah,
for
so
you.
it's too
Let's put it
masculine
that
for me.
way.
Okay, anyway, so I ordered a Versace comforter online and I put it on the bed before Dave got home to surprise him. And go ahead, honey.
You recorded it when he
was-
came in.
Oh, I did
was-
record it.
I'm telling you, it
I
was
told him I had a
it was
surprise.
ridiculous. It's this
He
giant,
couldn't even pronounce it.
It's a giant Versace, right?
Versace.
Oh, whatever. One of those designers. He wears all that designer garbage. I don't go for that stuff. That
I
is
do.
high end for me. I'm a pretty.
You're wearing
common-
designer today.
Well, because you dress me,
I
baby.
did.
But that's what
Doesn't
you
he
put
look
on
nice,
me.
everyone?
Oh my God! I wasn't even at the door from work yet, and I didn't know he was recording that either. And I got into the bedroom, and I see this man's name all over plastered, all over the pillows, the giant thing in the middle of the bed. I
The
don't
Medusa
understand.
symbol.
Now, this guy might be important to people like him, but my people, people like me, we don't want that man in our bed.
I
What the hell
do.
would I want Versace's name in my bed for? And I take it off, and he puts it on the next day. And I take it off. I went to Walmart. I bought everything. I don't want a
Walmart.
comforter
There's nothing
from
wrong with Walmart. I just don't want it on my bed.
But I could. It covers you from the cold. We don't have to have people's names.
Yes, we do.
No, get away from me
You
with
get
that
away
kind of
from
stuff.
me.
No, go ahead.
We're filming a
Go
show.
ahead, laugh over there. But he does. He throws it. If you're throwing the man's name back on the bed, it's ridiculous. I don't need to have his name. There's enough of men in that bed. I didn't need Versace in there with us.
Versace.
Whatever. I know I can't pronounce it, and you make fun of me.
I
but
do.
Go ahead.
It's funny.
Well, go ahead, laugh.
I will.
But you catch him off guard a lot, right?
I do. Because most of the time I try to hide the camera. It's funny though when he knows the camera's there because he gets so disgusted that I'm filming.
I can't have a discussion with my husband. I'm looking at the back of the camera all the time. No matter what I'm trying to talk to him about, he's right away record. What the hell is that?
Is it in every room of the house?
No matter what I'm doing, and that's how I ended up in my skivvies. I'm in the kitchen on a Saturday morning, and I'm gonna hang a picture, and I just was going for the picture hooks and stuff, and before I know it, the whole world's looking at me in my skivvies. I said, what the hell are you doing? But
He doesn't trust me with a hammer or nails. So I wanted to make a memory wall in the hall. So I bought a bunch of pictures. I printed them out at Walmart, framed them. I did different frames for different themes. So I said to him, I want to hang pictures. He said, you're not going anywhere near hammer and nails. Okay, well then get your hand and do some man work.
well, I was doing the man work,
I
but I
know.
didn't need the camera in my face at that time in my skivvies. I just wanted to hang a picture.
So where's your wedding picture?
Oh dear God.
So I got, how big was the, Dave told me that I could get our wedding picture done. So I went to Michael's, I got a very nice frame.
Well, let's explain the frame. He walks into place and he says, "What's your most expensive frame?" And of course, they're going to accommodate that request.
did.
And it was
Go
a
to
very,
Michael's for your framing
It's a
needs.
very beautiful frame, but it didn't have to be all kind of $1,000.
I got a double matted. So our pictures, it's black and white. I got the frame is black, white, red, and then the matting is white and red. We could show a picture of it on the show. It's a beautiful picture.
It is a beautiful.
It's 3 foot by 5 foot.
Yeah, something.
3 foot
what's
by
your
5
height?
foot.
It weighs about 200 pounds.
It's about
It's
yeah.
almost life
It's
size.
Stunning.
And he wanted it over the bed, and if that thing lets loose, it's going to take somebody's head clean off when it falls. So I had to make sure
You'll
it was
have two
anchored.
more guys in the bed.
I had to make sure it was anchored properly, and then he videoed that too, at me laughing at me about trying to hang the picture. But it looks beautiful.
It's
is
a gorgeous
stunning.
picture.
But there has to be limits.
When you were in Vegas and you got married, what kind of outfits did you wear?
I had on a leopard black and white print blazer, red bow tie, white button down, black skinny jeans, Christian Louboutin shoes,
Oh, Christian.
and David wore, I forgot what you wore. I was too concerned about how I looked.
Well, there's no doubt. And you hadn't passed a single mirror without checking it on the way
I've
to
never
the,
met
to
a
the-
mirror I did not like.
That's very true. Mine was a blue,
You wore.
a blue shimmery tuxedo-style jacket with a
wore blue.
black satin lapel. I did, baby, with a
You
little
did
black
wear
in it,
blue.
yes. And black skinny jeans, white button-down, black bow tie.
You see that every day over your bed. You're only looking at
I
yourself.
don't look at myself.
Right.
And it's in black and white.
The pictures are
Yeah,
black
it's
and
black
white,
and white.
but the highlights are the roses he was carrying are in red. His bow tie
Yeah,
is
they
still
did.
in red.
It's
The
very
frame,
nice.
Oh, did you have a
matting is in
bouquet
red.
or an arm? What
I
did
had
you
a red bouquet.
And you'll see in the photos
And we
too.
got driven down the aisle in a pink Cadillac convertible. It was so much fun.
Really nice.
So where was this that you could drive down the aisle?
It was a drive-through wedding.
was a drive-through wedding.
Took 11
They
minutes, I think.
drive through.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Maybe I
But it was
should
a
think
nice
about
ceremony.
doing that
We
for my wedding.
we were going to do a big wedding, but I just wanted it, we figured like, because we were getting married so fast, we didn't want anybody to stop us. Our families were like a little concerned why he's doing this, blah, 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 blah. So I said, you know what? Screw everybody else. Our wedding's about us. we're going to Vegas to get married.
Nice.
Hear that,
So we
Jenny?
made it about ourselves.
So he told his parents and one
Oh,
friend.
I told my
daughters.
parents, so we left for Vegas Friday. I told my parents the night before that I was getting married and moving out of their home.
And your mom.
And what did they say?
Your
Yay!
mom and dad are hilarious.
No, they told me there was no returns. They said there's no warranty period. They said once he leaves this house, he's not coming back.
He met them the day before.
And I thought, well, how bad could it be? Well, did I get a lesson? Now I understand. And his mom's part of what, well, his mom's very nice.
Yes,
Put
she
it that
is.
way. He's part of what
Hi,
she
Mom.
spoiled him. Mom spoiled him a lot. So.
Your mom's.
She's
you get
hysterical.
your
I get my humor from my mom.
Yes,
my
you
dad's
get
very
I guess your
serious.
parents' house is empty now because you probably took everything with you. If you took over their home like you took over this home.
Yes.
The day after he moved out, they had the repairman coming in to remodel the
My
area
mom wanted
where
the
he
whole
stayed.
basement done. She wanted hardwood floor.
was it.
Dylan's out. The contractor's in the next day.
You're not going back.
No.
You guys have merch that we want to talk about.
Oh,
and
we have
show?
presents for you,
I
too.
know you
Yes.
said. So talk about your merch. If you want to watch him on TikTok, it's Raising Dylan. We have like 3 minutes left, so I want to get to your merch.
Oh,
Show
sure.
your merch.
Did you grab that
And
present?
also, while they're getting the merch, you guys have some red carpet meet and greets coming
Yes.
up too. So
We
tell
are
us
in
about
talks with, these are for you guys. This is some of our merch. And then, honey, grab the other merch so we can show the hoodies. I'm in talks with a place in Philly and a place in Boston that will be doing meet and greets. Smoke Ring Cigar Bar in Hazleton hosted our very first one. We had about 60 to 70 people, would you say, honey?
At least.
Yeah, the furthest somebody drove was 3 hours.
that. Look at this.
So I
Oh,
gave us
look at this, the hot pink color. The girl.
a medium, or a small and medium.
You're the small. And then the backs. So the back of the shirts all have
Some of our
your favorite sayings.
Slogans.
So what are
slogans.
some of the slogans that you have? So they have
So
t-shirts.
we have, I only have one apparently. Goodbye is my thing.
Okay.
And then Dave has all the other ones. Go ahead.
So it's, on the website, there's selections. There's like, Dear God Almighty, because I'm always saying that, and Go Ahead and Laugh, and bunnies and bullshit. We don't even want to get into that. But he
That
had a
was
bunny
funny.
fetish going on at Easter
I
time,
love
and every
bunnies.
store you went in, you had to load up the trolley with bunnies and bullshit.
Also, when you get our merch, our faces are on it. Look how cute I look in this picture, everybody.
Look at how cute you look.
I
Look at
love
how
it.
cute.
So these are our hoodies. We have t-shirts. We're launching coffee mugs. June is Pride Month, so we're going to be launching some Pride merch.
Nice.
And we used a local vendor, Noki
did.
Designs in Freeland, and he does all of the printing
Yeah,
work for
I
us,
love
and it's
that.
just
He
a
did
small
really good with
company
this,
that
too.
we wanted to deal with, and that's what kept it very affordable by using a local vendor.
What's next for you guys?
The world.
The sky's the limit.
Sky's
With
the
this
limit.
guy, anything is possible.
TikTok, we're at 70,000 followers. Since December, we've hit 1 million likes. And it just keeps climbing. We're almost at 71,000 now. Literally every day I go on there, I refresh like a slot machine because the numbers just keep growing. It's craziness.
And girls,
We
honest to
love-
God, it's just our life.
It
It's
is.
just us talking
Us.
with each other, just experiences we have, and just sharing our love with people. We get messages from people all over the world that say that they had nothing to be happy about in their life, and they look for our videos every day. And it's just us. It's not
us.
an act. That
We love
nothing's
our TikTok
planned.
family.
Everybody that follows
the
us on
messages
TikTok
follows us.
became close to us,
like
and
a
they
family.
message us all the time. But we get great messages from people, and
do.
I'm enjoying
it's
sharing
mostly
this love.
positive. Like we get a couple haters.
Yeah, you
but
always get that.
While you're running your mouth, we're running to the bank. It's mostly positive reviews, though.
Well, here's the thing. We're supposed to love one another.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So it
We should
doesn't
all
say
root
love
everyone
this,
on.
love that, don't like this, don't be particular. Just love one another.
Correct.
I mean, that's the
Uproot,
joy that you're
uplift.
bringing. You have no like.
Everybody
you
should
have no
support
filter.
everyone. We have zero filter.
And I think when people see, I'm not afraid to express my love for Dylan because it is a wonderful, marvelous thing that I found here.
Don't
This,
cry.
I'm not going to,
Okay.
but I'm a spiritual person. I truly believe that there was divine intervention. There is no reason we had met. There were so many 1 in a million things that had to line up. So I'm sharing my love for him with the world, and I'm not afraid to do it because I love you too, babe. And I know you love me, and that's what makes it so good.
I know.
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having us.
with you both on the girls. Now that we had you both on
Yes,
the show
we were on
live.
individually.
Yes,
This was really nice.
was
Thanks
fun.
so
Thank
much
you
for
for
having
having
us
us.
here.
and we love our merch.
Yay.
Can't wait to
Oh,
wear
we're
it.
so happy that we brought it together, and we're looking forward to seeing all the other things that you told me about, all the designer handbags.
We'll talk.
We're
Yes.
gonna talk all about that. All the good stuff will go on behind the scenes.
Yes.
Thanks again. You'll be back,
Thanks so much.
right? You'll be
Yeah.
back?
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
be
come
back.
back. We'll come back anytime.
Okay. Thanks for watching the girls. We'll see you next time.